Hey guys, it's LatinaMami or whatever. Welcome back to my channel. You guys are not gonna believe, like, I was literally here sitting ranting, and I did feel like a dumbass because I was ranting to absolutely nobody. I fucking forgot to press record on my camera. But whatever, you guys, if you have not subscribed to my channel, you should, because I'm gonna be uploading more often. I know, like, whoever looks at my videos, like, honestly, I do have good excuses for this. I'm gonna kind of talk about that within, like, this video, probably more towards at the end, because it's just a crazy fucking story. But I feel like I should be able to include all of this so you guys know, like, if you're going through the same situation, you're going through a problem in life, just know it always gets better. And the people who did you wrong eventually get their karma, but this all has to do with how you deal with the situation. Anyways, I'm just gonna get right into the story because I'm already out of breath. I've been fucking talking to myself like a dumbass, but yeah. And by the way, if I look like shit, don't even mind it, girl. Like, we have our days. Don't even, like, I'm still a bad bitch from the inside. The outside don't matter so much right now. And I hope you guys can, like, see me, like, so well, because I don't know, like, I'm gonna try to scoot back and, like, kind of, like, okay, but whatever. So let me just get started. So you guys, as we all probably have had before, we just have that one ex that we cannot ever see, talk to again, because it's just like, bitch, get the fuck out of my face. So this is where my story comes in. So you guys, I was 15 at the time when I was dating this guy. Like, super toxic relationship. Let's just cut to the chase. Had to do with some physical abuse, which a lot of you guys probably would never imagine, especially like people that have me on Snapchat and stuff like that. But I was just very vulnerable. There you go. At the time, I didn't really know. I did know, but I was in love. I was actually in love, and I felt that I was in love. And you know, eventually when you do get treated that way, and then they just fuck up with your mind, telling you, you know, they sweet talk to you and then they do shit like that, like, it just fucks with you. And I did have a lot of emotional things going on because of that. And I just finally, when I was 17, so I told you guys I met him when I was 15, and I broke up with him when I was 17. So this person just really did not have a filter, and like in Spanish we say, like, he was a descarado. Like, really, he had no shame in what he did. He fucking came and burned a huge bear, like literally set it on fire with his dumbass friends in front of my house. And this was on my Snapchat. Honestly, I have the video on my fucking phone, so I'll try to transmit that video when I edit it so you guys can see. Like, I will fucking include it, okay? But just so y'all know, I ain't lying when I'm talking all this shit. Like, it was crazy. And honestly, like, I wasn't even scared or anything. I was like, why? Like, are you fucking stupid? Like, so immature. He was like 2 years older than me, so I was just like, you're such a dumbass. It was more affecting to me because I had finally, like, let go of that relationship. And now, like, it was problems that I had to deal with my parents. Like, my parents were like, this is what you get for involving yourself with these type of guys. And let alone, like, they didn't really know about what went on with the relationship, about me getting some physical abuse by this guy, and just a lot of disturbing things. Like, I would get abandoned at malls, bitch. Yes, like, there's a whole lot of story, and if you guys want to hear about those stories, like, leave a comment down below, because I'm not bullshitting. It's things that really happen. It does affect me, but now when I say them, I just don't care, because I'm just like, whatever. Like, I'm so much better now. I feel bad for the kid. So moving on, like, so when I was 17, this happened in the summer. So we broke up when I was 17 in the summer. Wait, did I say 17? I'm so fucking stupid. 16, you guys. I'm so sorry. I was turning 17. So when I turned 17, I'm sorry, I was going to become a junior. I'm so dumb. When I was 17, like freshly turned 17. My birthday is in June 28th, if y'all know it's June, but we broke up. So within that time, I had friends. I had 3 friends. There's 4 of us. But they like got to know my ex. Like we used to go get food together. Like it was just like we were all really cool with each other. Unfortunately though, because he was a fucking jackass, like yeah, we would argue in the car, and I wasn't aware that one of my friends was recording like our discussions, our problems, and let alone, you guys, like I am not that type of person to just let anybody in my life and be like, hey, like this and this about me, which is surprised why I'm like making a whole ass YouTube video about it, but probably because I just lost so much interest about what it is. I just think back on it and I'm like, fuck, that was so crazy. But anyways, I keep getting sidetracked. So yeah, like she was taking videos of my discussions with him, and honestly, like I trusted them to like just, you know, give me advice as a friend, because I really didn't have any true friend. My mom didn't know about this. I didn't really have anybody to talk to about and be like, hey, like this is how I'm feeling. Like it's really embarrassing that I get to fight with you guys, like with you guys in the car and stuff, but like what do you think I should do? Like should I just like cut it off? Because I was in that stage where I did feel that I loved him, because the relationship didn't always start like this. Like it did have its nice moments, but it did evolve into something that was totally uncalled for. But like I said, I didn't really have that friendship where it was like, oh yeah girl, well I think, you know, I think it's best if you do this. Like they were just like not those type of people, I guess you could say. And honestly, like it would have been nice to have friends like that, but we all know why shit happens. So I found out that she was recording my discussions with him when I went back into school. So let alone, like this happened during summer, you guys. I go back to school in August, so I'm a senior when I hit August. I knew about these things not in the middle of the year, like it was like the beginning of the school year, because that friend, I'm gonna call her the liar, and I'm not trying to offend anybody. Like if they're watching, I really don't care. You know what you did. I don't have to sit here and lie and pretend. So that's just it. I'm gonna call her the liar. So she basically started showing people around school my problems, and I am just such a person, like I never dated, I never talked to a boy in my school. He did not go to my school. He was older than me. He went to another high school. Like I did not want to have any contact with any boy from my high school, and to this day they can't say shit because I did not go out with anybody from my high school. And that's why I always tried to kind of divide a line of my personal life with high school, because I did have a lot of people that talked shit, that hated me for no motherfucking reason. I still don't know why. So I was just like, fuck, like, you literally just fed those people what they needed to talk bad about me. Luckily, like, I never gave a shit. I was like, okay, if you guys are gonna talk about me, make me hot topic. You know, that's why I'm a YouTuber today. I'm trying to get up there, so I was just like, okay girl, whatever. But I cut that bitch out of my fucking circle, like, because, and like, we're kind of okay now, but I'm still not going to be her friend. I'm still not going to be seen hang out with her, because I'm just that type of person. Like, bitch, you did me wrong, bitch, bye. Like we're done with this situation. So I cut her completely out. Like the other 2 girls, like, started noticing bullshit too, because they would do shit to them too, but they were just dumb. Like they were those type of people that just take hits and don't do anything about their life, but they want their life to get better, but they don't remove the toxic out of their lives. And I just don't work that way. So I was like, hey you guys, if you guys still want to hang out with Liar, that's fine. I just don't fuck with her. So I'm gonna, you know, go to my corner when you guys are with her, and like we'll hang out when she's not around, because I just don't fuck with that. And I've never been the type of person that, oh, if you're friends with her, I can't be friends with you. Like I just don't work that way. I was just like, you know, like when she's around, I'm not gonna be around. Simple as fuck. So that happened. So then I got a job offer by Aldo. You guys, if you want a video, I still haven't mentioned that about what happened. I don't know what happened, but like I said, I will make that fucking video with pride, knowing exactly what I'm doing, okay? So I got a job in Aldo, and like I was the first one in the group, like of friends, to have gotten a job. One of my friends at the time, I'm not gonna keep doing this because y'all know that I was friends with them at the time. Right now I have no contact with them whatsoever. I don't fuck with any of them, but okay. So I had a job at Aldo, and mind you, like one of my friends was older. She had already graduated. I was a senior, so she was like a year older than me, and she had not gotten a job and stuff like that. And I always like thought like, there she was like, yeah, that's really good. And I was like, thanks, you know, like I don't know if that kind of triggered her a bit. I don't know. I don't want to assume things because honestly, like that's not who I am. Like, but yeah, I don't know if that like got her a little bit pissed that damn, like this bitch is in high school, she already got a job, she's getting her shit together. Yo no sé. Moving on though. So I got a job, and I was just like, oh my god, I'm so happy. Like my first job, I'm 17, I'm in high school, I'm working, like best thing ever. Like, and if you're gonna become a senior and stuff like that, like honestly, and you get a job, you just feel good because you're like, damn, I'm making my own money and shit like that. So yeah, I was like really excited. And my friend that was the same age as me, she was like, dude, like I need a job, I need a job. And my manager was like, if you know any girls that want a job, send them to me. And I was like, girl, her. And I was like, bitch, we're gonna be working together, like a girl moment too. And I was like, So she went in for an interview. I talked to my manager, and I was like, look, she's like my friends, like please hook it up, you know, whatever. And she was like, yeah, like I like her, she's so nice, this and this and that. So she got the job. So she was like, yeah, like I'm so excited. Like we were really excited. You guys, I never got, like I didn't even care. But just to tell you guys, I never even got a thank you, because I was like, bitch, like you know damn well that if I wouldn't have hooked it up and you would have just shown up, the bitch didn't even know how to dress, you guys. Like, although I got chosen the job literally because I walked into the store just to look some shoes, and they were like, oh my god, I love the way you dress, this and this and that. And I was like, thanks. And she was like, do you want to work here? And I was like, yeah. And she was like, well, you have an interview and this and this and that. So yeah. So I was there to help her, and my manager would tell me like, hey, you know, help her out with like how she dresses, you know, because I kind of did this favor for you, trying to tell me, you know. So yeah, like when we would work, when we would have like days where we would have a certain theme, like I would hook it up. I'd be like, hey, I think you should wear this, and, you know, do my thing. And like, let alone like I never got a fucking thank you. So I was just like, whatever, bitch, I don't give a fuck. Like, my bitch is gonna be working with me. I'm excited. So I didn't really give a fuck at the moment. Now, thinking about it as an adult, kind of, it does. I was like, damn, this bitch never even said thank you. So, you know, we got later into our job, and I don't know what was going on. Like, we got really close, and then, like, for a fucking split, like, second, we just, like, we kind of just, I was noticing weird shit before. And I was just like, damn, I feel like she just doesn't fuck with me no more. But I don't like to think that way, because sometimes I think that that's just me and I'm being crazy. But literally, half of the time when you get that feeling, girl, clarify it, because you're not crazy. You're fucking right. So I was going, and like, I don't know, like that night we were like cleaning up the store, and it was me and her and the manager, like the head manager of everything. And I'm gonna say, well, I'm not gonna say her name, I'm just gonna call her G. So G was like, yeah, like we were just talking, and my friend wanted to get the older friend in after I had gotten her in, because they were best friends. Like, they were best friends before anything. So like, before I was even in the picture, they have always been best friends, and I think they still are. I don't know anything about them. So she wanted to get her best friend in, which again, I'm telling you guys, she's the older one. She's the one that I was friends with as well. And G was like, oh, well, you know, right now we're full, we don't need anybody else, but if you're willing to give up your position, she can come in. And she was like, well, obviously, who the fuck is gonna like her? So, girl, give up your job and then give your friend the job, basically. So I guess she didn't like what she heard, and she was like, yeah, no, like, I'm not gonna do that. And she looks at me, like, in front of G, dude, in front of my manager, and she's like, Chantel, like, oh, and if you guys didn't know, my name is Chantal Neri, but, you know, in English, people be like, Chantel, whatever, that's my name. But she was like, Chantel, take one for the team. And I was like, bitch, what the fuck? I was like, oh, and I said that shit too. I was pissed. Like, I was like, so after I got you the job, you're gonna tell me that? And she just stared at me, and I was like, bitch, like, don't fucking go there, because I am that type of person that if I gotta throw some shit back because you try to come at me with some whack shit, girl, you best believe I'ma do it. So she was fucking over here saying that shit, and I was like, bitch, like, so the next day, we had this guy from school. He would give us a ride to schools, because our school was just like by the mountains from where we live, so it was like a 20-25 minute drive to get to school. And he would give us rides in the morning instead of us taking the bus, which was really nice of him. Shout out to you, Ricky. You know, you were a really dope guy. So he pulled over to get gas, and I had noticed, like, all the way, like, since I got picked up, I was like, this bitch, like, something's wrong with her. But I had never thought, like, oh, it's the incident what happened yesterday, because I thought, like, honestly, at first I was like, damn, we're joking. But, like, I didn't really think of, bitch, fuck you, like, I'm gonna let you down. Like, no, like, I was like, okay, it's a joke, because she said that shit too. But either way, I was not gonna allow for her to say something like that about me. So we're in the gasoline station by ourselves, me and her in the car, and I'm like, hey, dude, like, what's wrong? I'm gonna call her number 2. I'll be like, 2, what's wrong? And she's like, nothing. And I was like, what do you mean? Like, I know there's something wrong. I was like, dude, just say it. She's like, well, you know, like, I've been trying to distance myself. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, yeah, like, I told you. We were already in school, like, this is fall. She told me this shit back in summer. So if somebody wants to get away from you, distance herself, don't you think that you would have stopped fucking with that person a long fucking time ago before y'all got into school? Like, even if you have the job, like, girl, I would have completely understand. I'm out of your fucking way, you know? So she was like, I just been wanting to distance myself and this and this and that. And I knew that was complete bullshit. I was like, oh, dude, well, you know, you kept fucking with me, so that's why I've kept being your friend. But if you want your space, I'll give it to you. She was like, yeah, like, I know that's my fault. And she's like, and you know what, dude, like, what you said to Gloria, oh, fuck, I said her name. I mean, whatever, bitch, I don't give a fuck. What I said to G, like, I was just playing around, and you really said, like, no, she said, sorry, you guys, I keep fucking up. She was like, what you said to G, like, that was not cool. And I was like, yeah, what you said to her was not cool either. Like, don't forget, she's my manager too. And yes, I did get you the job, so I was just speaking facts. She's like, well, I was just playing. I was like, well, so was I. You know, like, why the fuck can you just be playing and what I gotta say gotta be straight up serious? Like, I don't know if that was wrong of me, you guys. Like, I was just being fucking, like, you try to do me like that, girl, fucking right back, okay? So, like, we started discussing, and we were, like, going back and forth, and she was like, well, dude, I just don't want to fuck with you. And I was like, bitch, fine. Like, I really said, bitch, then don't. Like, fuck. And I was like, ain't nobody, like, trying to fucking force each other to fuck with you. Like, you ain't that fucking important. So we get to school, awkward as fuck, because Ricardo was already hearing our fucking conversation, and he was like, dude, what's wrong? Oh, and she called me, because they love calling everybody this. What was it? Fuck, I forgot the fucking name. It starts with an I think. I don't know, but it just means, like, you're closed-minded as fuck. Like, she tried to tell me that I was closed-minded as fuck, and that, you know, I was just stupid, and I was like, you only think I'm closed-minded because I don't agree with what you guys say. And because they just think they woke as fuck. But really, they're those type of bitches where they're not. Again, like, I'm not trying to spit shit on anybody because whatever happened, like, happened. This is, like, a year ago type shit. So I'm just, like, whatever. But, yeah, like, I basically told him that. I was like, just because you think I don't agree with you, that doesn't make me closed-minded. So even like Ricky like agreed with me, and he was like, yeah, like, dude, honestly, I don't think it was good for her to call you that, whatever. I literally forgot the fucking name of the word, like, and to know, like, that's how much it affected me, because I fucking forgot. But whatever. So then we started, like, at work we would have to see each other. And you guys, I'm gonna fucking give you a piece of advice. Do not ever hire a friend. If, like, I don't know, even if it's a best friend, do not mix business with pleasure. Like, and that means, like, don't get excited, don't get caught up in the moment. Just don't fucking work with somebody that you know. It's just not, it's so uncomfortable. It gets so awkward. And honestly, like, little things that they do, it will piss you off. Like, if it has to do with you, of course. Like, that's how it was. Like, if she had to do anything with me and, like, trying to be petty, like, that shit would piss me off. And I would want to, like, break jaws at work. And I just couldn't. So back to the story. We did have to work together, and like, one of my managers, because we had multiple, she was like, what's up with you and two? And I was like, nothing, like, I'm just doing my job, like, I'm just busy. And she was like, oh, okay, because literally that's how they fucking talk over there. And I was like, yeah. So at work, I don't know, like, G started saying something. She was like, yeah, like, I think it's so cool how you guys are, like, friends or whatever. And we were not, like, we were just like, bitch, I don't fuck with you, bitch, I don't fuck with you, like. And she told me, like, after G left, she was like, dude, I low-key miss you. And at that moment, like, I don't know why, like, I was, like, done with bullshit. Because of already, like, a relationship that I had gone through, I was done with that shit. I was not afraid to cut people out of my life. And I still am not today. Like, literally, I'm not. But, I just looked at her. I was like, and I turned away, and I just did my shit. So, from that point on, like, she knew, like, I am not fucking with her. Like, she knew that I wasn't fucking with her at all. So, you know, that happened, you guys. And then, like, obviously, me and her not being okay, like, wasn't gonna make her best friend be okay. So, like, let's just say that was out of the picture. The little group split the fuck up. Then she would still talk to me, and I was just like, damn, dude, like, that sucks, like, can't relate, like, whatever. But I wasn't fucked up to the point where, like, I couldn't hear her out, because I'm still, I don't know, I'm still that person, like, yeah, like, I'll still, like, hear you out, I'll give you some advice, but I just won't fuck with you again. Like, I won't give you any trust, you won't know anything about me. So, you know, she told me something about, like, her house getting robbed or something, which I don't think, not at one point thought it was funny or said, like, oh, that's what you get for being a bitch. Like, no, that's totally, like, I never thought that was cool. And it was like, dude, that really sucks. Like, I was getting paid so little that I couldn't even help her with any type of money, which I was planning to. But like I said, that's a whole fucking another story and video for another time. So I couldn't really help her. But then this little fucking rumor, people around school started to see that we weren't close. Because you guys, we were like this, like, seen all the time at school, laughing on Snapchat, everything. So, you know, when people start, like, not seeing that, they start asking questions. People start making shit up. Liar was making shit up because they were still friends. So let me just say that she had to do something in that too. So basically, like, her and, like, I don't know what the fuck, she said that I was talking shit about her, and I was like, what? Like, strictly dickly sickly. Like, if I am not fucking with you, I am not concerned of what you're doing. Girl, I am not concerned. I don't have the time of my motherfucking day to run this pretty ass mouth and talk shit about anybody. And that's how I've been since day one. Like, I will not talk shit. Like, yes, I will make fun and be like, you know, with my jokes. but I will not sit down and be like, girl, did you hear so-and-so? Because, ooh, like, no. That's something, like, y'all should know about me straight away. I don't have time to talk shit. And, like, she started texting me. She was like, so, you know, you need to keep my name out your mouth, and this and this and that. And I was like, what the fuck, bitch? I was like, hold your horses. Who the fuck is talking? So then best friend hits me. She's like, keep Two's name out your mouth. And I was like, bitch, and if I fucking don't, what you big ass fucking hippopotamus looking ass finna do? I was just fucking revved up. I was like, y'all got me so motherfucking fucked up. So I blocked both of them. I was like, I am not gonna do this. A princess does not fight. A queen does not fight. And most importantly, a bad bitch don't fucking got time for those type of bitches. So I was like, give me someone I could actually compete with. So I blocked them, and I was just like, bitch, like, I don't have time. Snapchat, they would see my every single moves, and till this day on Instagram, like on the Insta snaps, like, they still view my stories, and I'm like, what happened to I don't give a fuck about you or whatever. But yeah, you guys, like, I just completely, like, got myself out of that group, relationship wise, friendship wise. I took all those toxic, negative vibes out of my life, and let me tell you, I have never ever been happier in my life. And I'm not just saying that for the fucking video, but right now, like, I can talk a little bit about what's going on. I don't really like to talk about my relationships and making them so public, but you know, I'm with a really nice, amazing guy that I genuinely feel like safe in his presence. And it's just so amazing that, like, I prayed, you know, you guys, I am that type of person that, like, will go to sleep at night, and, like, I don't really like to say this, but it's just how it is. Like, whenever you have a problem, if you believe in God, you know, I'm Catholic, but if you believe in God, like, just sometimes, like, just talk to him and tell him, like, you know, take out all those negative vibes out of my life, and it does well. And it does help, because if you're genuinely trying to just better yourself and not trying to put anybody else down, you do receive that help, even if it's just, like, spiritually with yourself or with the presence of God or whatever you believe in. Like, I feel like when you just don't try to put anybody down and you just try to better yourself, life just goes really great for you. And I don't know how they're doing. I really do hope, though, that they're doing okay, because I do feel bad. Like, this was something that, yeah, like, we were young and shit. Like, I'm about to turn 18, and I feel like it's not okay to just hold any type of grudges against anybody. Like, whatever happened, girl. Like, I hope you're doing well, to all three of you. So yeah, like, I just feel like it's just necessary for you to work on yourself. And honestly, I worked so much on myself. Let me just tell you guys really quick. I know I've been talking forever, but this is just, like, a really long fucking story. Like, the things that I started to notice while I was friends with them was like, what the fuck is that sound? Okay. Was like, what in the hell? Oh, I think they're fireworks. Yeah. Okay, I'm sorry. They're having, like, my little brother and my family are having fireworks. But whatever, sorry. So, like, because I always wanted to become a YouTuber or, like, somebody famous. Like, I've always been, like, like, so into, like, trying to become somebody out there. I still am. But, like, I would post Snapchats, like, long Snapchats, sometimes of me talking, or even, like, doing a little cooking preview, or even sometimes doing, like, mini looks on the Snap. A lot of people liked it, and that's what got me to do YouTube. They were like, you know what, girl, you should do a YouTube channel, you should do an Instagram live, you should do a Facebook live. And I started kind of doing all that, and I was like, YouTube. I've been wanting to do YouTube since I was 12. 12, actually. So, like, they would tell me, like, dude, like, your Snapchats make me cringe and shit like that. So it would put me down, and I never really had the courage to build myself a YouTube channel. And now that I did, like, I just took all those negative vibes. I was like, I don't give a fuck, you guys. Like, I'm just gonna fucking do this. Like, and I did, and I'm happy, and I'm confident at where I'm standing. Even though, like, right now I don't have, like, people that are viewing me, like, I would say. But I'm just really happy that I actually have the courage to start somewhere. And I'm also really happy that I took those people out of my life. And, like, my new boyfriend at the time, like, we're just honestly, and such a great step of our lives, and I feel like we're just getting better. And I don't mean to say that like showing off or anything. I feel like it sounds like I'm gonna cry, but it's because I have a fucking hiccup right here. I've been eating hot Cheetos all morning, so please do not. Pero yeah, like I'm just in a really happy place. So you guys, if I can help from anything here and just give a word of advice, is worry about you. If you have to cut toxic people out of your life, do, because you do start to become those people if you hang around them long enough. And trust me, I know, because I did grow bad habits and I broke free, and I'm so happy. And yeah guys, like I don't know, I'm just really happy that life is going like that. So that's all I gotta say. Hey guys, that was my story. That was basically what I have gone through. That kind of was a difficult situation for me, honestly. I can't lie, because losing kind of like a relationship and a friendship, it did leave me in a dark hole, feeling alone, feeling like I did something wrong. But yeah, that's pretty much what my story time was for this video. I have so much others and so much crazier shit to share with you guys, but if you want to know that, leave a comment below. Thank you once again for watching me on here, and please subscribe to my channel if you have not. Also you guys, I will leave my social medias right after this little clip so you guys can follow, and then around here like my face will start popping up and link to go check out my latest video.